Well, hello. How are you doing this fine evening? Welcome to the show. You're watching Untethered Live. It's a ChillStream on a Wednesday night. I am your host, Jake Johnson, and this is Untethered Live. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Come on in. Take your shoes off. Set a spell. Drink some Mountain Dew. MVTV, April. Welcome. How are you? Are you ready? I'm ready. It has been a long and rainy day today. Worked a long, hard day today. And I ain't done yet. I got to do the podcast, and then I got to get up, go outside. First, I got to put my drawers back on. Then get up and go outside and change a tire on my motorcycle, which is not fun. So, then I'll get some sleep. And then I got to get up early in the morning and do it all over again because tomorrow night after work, I got to go do band practice. Because Friday night after work, I got a show at a little place called Nash in Greenville, North Carolina. If any of you folks are around here, you want to come hang out with me, please do. Nash in North Carolina to Friday night, 7 to 11, something like that. Come on out. I'll rock and roll till your panties fall off. Yay. Intro was awesome, right? Thank you. Huh? Oh, hello, MVTV. Good to see you, babe, says April. Bring it. Nice intro. Thank you, sir. That's where you got it. Intro is nice. I appreciate that. I worked on it pretty hard, but I got it going. And I'm thinking about doing a new one for my other podcast, Bible study podcast. I just haven't got it quite formulated in my head yet how I want to do it. You're welcome to take a shot at it if you like. I do need a new one. I'm a little freaked out because I was very low as power company took my food money in this final scramble for the 17th. Too bummed for the other night. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Do you need some cash? I'm not a pushover or anything, but I'll help a brother out if you need it. You got to let us know. What you got going on? Do you got it handled? Jake, you saying how you always found what you needed. Well, I was really. Hold on. No, I'll explain. Okay. I'll take a breath. How about that? One thing you will learn from hanging out with me is that when you're in my presence, good things tend to happen to you because God takes care of his own. That's a fact. And I hope that that's where this story is going, or I will look like an asshole. Well, I'll have a surprise for you. Who? Me? It is my birthday, you know. So, I was all, yeah, well, I hope it worked for me. Huff, huff. What do I do? No markers to call in yet. So, I go out to the mailbox, and a friend randomly sends me $100. See? I told you. Well, thank you, April. Oh, and happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. May I get some tonight? And I am talking about some. May you get some tonight. Whatever. It's just another day, man. Just one day closer to 50. That's all. Anyway, as I was saying, one thing when you put in effort, which you have done, and I commend you on that, because it's hard to sit and listen to this. I know. I've done it for years. Trust me, it's an adjustment. I get it. But when you put in the effort, God makes sure you have what you need. That being said, you're not always going to get what you want. I mean, I'd love to have a new Les Paul. Believe me, I'd love to have one. I'm not ever going to get one because I can't afford that kind of thing. But I'll never be without a guitar. Won't be a Les Paul, but it'll get the job done, you know. I'll never be hungry. My lights won't ever be off. That's a good deal, you know. Do God's work, he'll take care of you. A little on the cheap side, but don't complain. Be happy about it and be grateful. And also, make sure you say thank you because he likes that kind of thing. But I'm glad that it worked out for you. And as I said before, if you need a brother, you got one. So just let me know. Wowee, that's God's blessing. You from your angel and your friend. Yes. Totally against all expectations. History or Vegas bets. There will be water if God wills it. I'm done now. I swear, I count 1 or 2 random left field things each month. And in less than 2 weeks, I've been in black just fine. Right on, April. Inspiring gift from above. Yes, it is. And I'm grateful for that. And I thank God for it. And thank you, Lord, for taking care of my people. I appreciate it. And they need it. And they appreciate it. And I appreciate it. We're really appreciative. But listen, joke a lot. But I mean it. I do mean it. It is a real thing. It feels weird, but it's real. I know I've done it enough times that I can't say it isn't. I'll tell you a story about one time. Ooh, coffee. That sounds good, Fab Daddy. I might have to stop and get me a cup of coffee after this. That does sound good. I hadn't even thought about coffee yet. Prayers and much love to all. I love it. And I love it too. Anyway, I was with a cousin of mine, and we were in my old van, and we were headed somewhere, I forget where, and I ran out of gas. And we pulled up to a stop sign and just stopped because we were out of gas. We're like 15 miles from the nearest store. He starts panicking. What are we going to do? I can't walk 15 miles. What are we going to do? I said, calm down. I said, what do you mean calm down? How can you be so calm? I said, just give it a minute. What do you mean? Just a minute. Just give me a minute, would you? Okay. 1 minute later, a cop pulls up beside me and says, you all right? I was like, yeah, well, I ran out of gas. He goes, well, I happen to have a gas can in the trunk. Let me hook you up. I said, okay. Got us to the store. Everything was fine. Less than 5 minutes sitting on the side of the road. That happens to me all the time. And it was the reason I tell the story is because it was proof to the other guy, not to me, because I already knew it was going to happen. It's going to happen because I'm not going to sit on the side of the road. I'm not going to. I don't get stranded. I don't ever get stranded. Why? Because the Lord looks out for me, and I'll find a ride, or I'll get there somehow. And I know that. And I have faith in that. I have enough faith in it that I brag about it. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to illustrate the point that it does happen. And it's a beautiful thing. And I hope that all of you guys experience that. I will say, it's a good idea to ask for it every now and then. You know, God will give it to you, but it's better if you come to him. You know what I mean? Speak to him. Tell him what your problems are. He knows, but tell him anyway. And watch it dissolve. And I'm really proud to be part of something like that. Let me cut this phone off or it'll ding all night. I had to cut the AC on today. Can you believe that? It's been so cold all week long. Today, hot as all get out and raining all day. I mean, dissolve or resolve, however you want to look at it. Either way, it goes away. Problems. I'm getting out of town for the weekend, spending time with family. That's fantastic, Fab Daddy. It's always a blessing to be able to spend time with family. I wish you a good time. Let us know how it goes. Yammered before, but in 86, when sinking in an ice damaged boat in the observatory inlet, it was game over, no doubt. Then an errant seaplane rescues us. 10 minutes later, insane. Yes. It seems like that happens a lot. 5 degrees now, 27 highs, but pushing 40s later. Sunny and nice. Good travels, Fab Daddy. It's 5 degrees where you are? Jesus. It felt like 5 degrees yesterday here, but it wasn't. It was like low 20s, something like that, maybe 30 degrees, somewhere in that area. I didn't really look, but it was cold. I remember that. Today, T-shirt. I got the AC on right now. North Carolina can't make up its mind. Winter one day, summer the next. Who cares? It's a free-for-all. Let's party. Who's got the cocaine? What? Where are you, MVTV? The North Pole? Close. Montana. By the way, I'm enjoying your book. I hadn't got all the way through it yet, but from what I've read thus far, quite an interesting read. Very good, very well written. I appreciate the use of wordage. I'm somewhat of a wordsmith myself, so I appreciate that sort of thing. 13 miles northwest of Ashland, Montana. Or Ashland, if you're from there. Ashland. Right beside Custer National Forest, far lower right of the state. Heater and heating blanket. He's probably got his shirt off. He's a tough old bird from up there. I went up to North Dakota, right, in December. North Dakota is about a rock throw away from Canada, from the Canadian line, where I was at, Minot, North Dakota, if you know where that's at, if you've ever been there. It's the big place in North Dakota. It's the military town. Anyway, I was there doing a show. I was there for 2 weeks. Had a band house. It was quite nice, but cold as shit. I had 7 layers on and a bathrobe. I'm talking jackets, shirts, anything I could find. I was wrapped up. I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and I'm out there dying. I'm getting tunnel vision because I think I'm about to pass out. And an Indian dude walks by me with no shirt on. I just kind of watched him walk by. I'm like, I wonder what drugs he's on. Apparently, you get used to it. That's all I'm saying. If you're from North Carolina, though, it's cold. You got a wood stove. That's nice. I got one out in the barn. I fire it up every winter, chop some wood. It's lovely. There's nothing better than a fire in a wood stove. I guess I'm nostalgic because I grew up that way. I grew up like the 20s. We were basically Amish, you know. There were people that had TVs and stuff and cars, but we were not. We were in the country. And it seemed like a different era than the one I actually grew up in. But we had the wood stove and the outhouse and the garden for food and hunted for food and that sort of thing, trapping and deer skins and bear skins and, you know, that sort of thing. I didn't have a horse and carriage, but I was close. We did have a car that didn't run. Probably could have hooked the horse up to that and drug it around. I don't know. Anyway, Caucasian, what's up, my buddy? Good to see you. He'll tell you all about it. He knows. He was there, partially. He was there, but I was there longer. Propane stove. fakes like a wood stove with flames and a permanent wood. Oh, permanent wood. You got the wood that don't burn up. It just looks good. I got you. Works pretty good. Landlady, freaky about fire, but a wood stove is in the barn. I'd be spending my time in the barn then. I like the fact wood is out there. Propane must be ordered and transported. I hear you. You can go chop down a tree if you get gold. Yes, sir. Greetings. Nice. He's living old school. Awesome. Yes. Yes. There's something to be said for that. I've always said that I wanted to have a city that was cordoned off with a Faraday cage all the way around so no electronic signals could get in. And when you come in, you have to give up all your electronics. And you're free. You can just do whatever. Go wherever, live wherever, it doesn't matter. Come in, you give up your electronics, you give up your identification, and you'll walk in. And then they close the gate behind you. And then for however long you're there, you are in a free zone like it is intended to be. The only thing in there is stuff you grow, stuff that you make, stuff that you produce. I wonder if that city would flourish or if it would fail. Same, says April. I saw a thing. Congratulations. But MTV has a prairie kitchen in a cabin nearby. I don't know what a prairie kitchen is, but it sounds interesting. April says, everybody hit that like button. Don't forget, we need it. Hit the like button. Thumbs up. Can you do that? That's not that. That's that. Let's build one up here. You can be governor. Oh, I don't want to be governor. I'd have to have an eye patch for that. I want to be madam in the red light district. I bet. Did I mention I finally got coffee? Oh, nice. Coffee. That's what I said. Fab Daddy's over there drinking coffee and making me want coffee. I would produce electricity there. Well, I suppose if you can produce it, you'd have it. That's the whole idea, is that you produce what you make what you use. The whole idea is to be off the grid, not necessarily without power, but, power's fine. I don't mind power. Power's not a technology that affects your mentality. It doesn't make your life that much easier. It makes it where you can read at night so you can get smarter quicker, but other than that, I'm talking no internet, no cell phones, no social media, none of that. Just people. Well, you have to look at somebody in the face and say something to them personally in order to get their attention. That's what I'm talking about. I'm Granny Coy. No, my Granny Coy had one. Was red, white, and porcelain. Demand would be great. Yeah, it would. I could make power too, by the way. I went to electronics technology school. That's 100% on my list, Fab Daddy. Have 3 windmills at my disposal, but unsure what I'm doing. You need to do a little research because you can mess it up easy. What's up, Kev? Good to see you, my friend. Just look back on what Edison did. Edison didn't. Don't do what Edison did. He killed elephants to try to make somebody look bad who actually created the thing that he was using. Look back on Nikola Tesla if you want smart ideas. Somebody came to Albert Einstein one time. He was a reporter for the Post or whatever, who knows. He said, Mr. Einstein, what does it feel like to be the smartest man in the world? You'll never guess what Albert Einstein said. He said, I don't know. Ask Nikola Tesla. Tesla. You don't know who Tesla is? You should. everything you use, he pretty much invented it. Invest in coal. I'm way out of my comfort zone. Really? Why? He has an oven dryer and a riser stove. Interesting. Caucasian is my consultant, but can't admit it for legal reasons. To protect him, of course. Ah. Is that why you're out of your comfort zone? I didn't catch that whole joke. Sorry. Tesla. There are 2 big 1940-era welding units with all the stuff, but not dumb enough to plug it in yet, if only. 40-era welding machine. That's got to be humongous and dangerous looking. I wouldn't plug it in. They probably used different wiring back then. WTF are you talking about, Jake? I must educate myself then. In Edison. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Edison was a smart guy, but he was smart in the way that he employed smart people. He had a foundation or a school, if you will, where he would bring young, smart minds in and then put them to work. And whatever they invented, he put his name on it. So it was like a invention mill. They just invented shit all the time. They come up with the light bulb. They come up with several different things, including direct current. Direct current. Yeah, direct current. Nikola Tesla come up with alternating current, which is the big boy. Well, the way that Edison saw it, he wanted to have a power plant on every city block because DC takes a lot of power to produce, and it only goes a short ways before it dissipates. But the way Tesla had it figured out, you'd have one power plant in a city, run power lines, but have capacitors every so many feet, which is basically the way we do it today. Those big round things up on the telephone poles, that's what I'm talking about. Transformers, what they call them, but they're actually capacitors. They're oil-filled capacitors, and they hold energy and step down so that it goes across the line at about 50,000 volts, and then it steps down to 220 when it goes towards your house. Then it breaks up in your box, and then it goes to 110 or 117, whatever is going on in your house. But that's how it works. But it's clearly a superior way of doing it. But Edison would hold demonstrations where he would electrocute animals to death in public and say, this is what Nikola Tesla has invented. Try our DC current. Won't hurt a fly. You know. He's a bad guy. Yes, Tesla invented most of modern communication tech and transmission, and also things like remote control, the radio. He finally got a patent for radio because he applied for a patent before the guy that invented radio did, and they gave the credit to that guy, but Tesla actually invented it. But they finally reversed that and gave him credit for it. Anyway, he invented any kind of power you use, any kind of transmission, any kind of electronic motor, anything like that. He invented all that shit. That's why they named the car Tesla, because they're using his tech to make that work. Anyway, very interesting guy. We should do a deep dive on Nikola Tesla one night. Chat's moving too fast. I got to scroll up. Right on with coal. I didn't know, but this is coal country with 1 trillion tons waiting. Big coal shed, half filled from 1942. Oh, you got coal. I'd be burning that shit, buddy. Just break you off a piece of it, throw it in the oven, and catch it on fire. That'll heat you through the winter. If you got a half a shed full of coal, shoot, yeah. Wife Squatch's father passed away. I know. I sent her a message and told her condolences, and I'm sorry to hear that. We're in Savannah setting up the arrangements. I hear you, brother. You got my heart with you, and if you need anything, let me know. Tell your wife that we're all praying for and thinking about her. And you too. Just barely, but you know. I didn't know about the elephants. Oh, yeah. There's actually pictures of it somewhere. I've seen a picture of it, black and white from way back when, New York Times or something. Anyway, that's what he was doing to discredit Nikola Tesla, was using his tech to kill animals. And I don't know, I think they invented the electric chair based on that process. I might be talking out of my ass. I don't know. Simple to understand. 1940s, they made things to be fixed. Actually, listen, they used to make things to last. They don't make things to last anymore. They make things to break down. I prefer old things. It's part of my taste. I like old stuff. The older, the better. Things made out of metal, not aluminum. Things with structural integrity, testicular fortitude, you know. I don't have a lot of old stuff, but I like old stuff. Condolences to Wife Squatch. There's never a good way to go through that, other than head down and wading through. Yep, been there too much. That's an unfortunate part about getting old. You start seeing people drop like flies. And somewhere in your mind, you're aware that if you live long enough, there'll be a space in life where no one you know is there anymore. And that's not a good place to be. The best you can hope for is to die right along with them and not miss them too much. Oh, Caucasian, give her my sympathy and love, and sorry to hear that. Problem was resistance. I would agree with that. Thank you all, says Caucasian. You're welcome, buddy. Hey, Total Blackout Painting. What's up, my brother? I was expecting to see you yesterday. We missed you. Edison killed a freaking elephant? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Unfortunately. That's tragic. Jesus. That's right. That was Marconi. No, that was a Batman character. I don't know who actually flipped the switch. I just know it was done by the Edison Foundation. They did it together. It was his idea. I'm hoping to get home before Saturday, says Caucasian. Well, I hope you do too. Saturday's my birthday, by the way, so drop me a line if you get a chance. Hello, Total Blackout Painting. Good to see you. Aloha, friends. Welcome. How are you tonight? Fab Daddy says, my condolences, Caucasian. Ugh. Caucasian says, hey, Total Blackout Painting. Fab Daddy says, hi, TBP. Man, you're popular. Good. I'm painting, so I'm mostly listening. That's fine. We understand. Planned obsolescence. Yes, things are made to break down. Aluminum is metal. It's kind of metal. Come on. When I said metal, I mean iron or steel. Yes, you've got a point, Jake. True. I don't remember what the point was. Plastic is crap. Yes, it is. And iron is what's good. Yes, iron or steel. Or stainless steel, which is not the same thing as steel. Well, for cars, I love the older cars. Me too. I agree, Fab Daddy. Marconi was the radio guy. Yeah. Yeah, he got credit for inventing the radio because he filed a patent in a certain way. But actually, Nikola Tesla invented the technology to run his little boat. So he got there before Marconi did. Thank you for reminding me of that name. I couldn't remember it. It's been years. But it was actually Nikola Tesla's work that he he pilfered it to make his invention, which is only slightly different than Tesla's invention, which was to run a remote controlled boat. He meant macaroni. No, he meant Marconi. Not to bring anyone down, but must note today is Pearl Harbor Day and appears forgotten this year by the media. Well, thank you for reminding us. No, I haven't forgotten. I just try not to dwell on those tragic events because it brings everybody down. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you. That's a good thing to note, and we should all say a prayer tonight for the ones who fell in those trying times. What are you painting? Total blackout? Caucasian says they completely forgot about it. I don't know if they forgot about it as much as they just too busy talking about Elon Musk. Carbon fiber cars. I see tons of obvious heavy metal repairs on wagon axles and parts. Plus, this dude rebuilt an entire 42 GMC into a mobile hay hoist. Cut it up and added gears, levers, and backward seats and controls. Cool. My daddy used to do things like that. He had a truck that had 2 transmissions. He'd put it in a certain gear and get out of it and start working, and it would drive right alongside of him as he worked. He was a logger at the time. So he'd get out and start throwing logs on the trailer or whatever while the truck drove by itself. This is true, and my uncle still has the truck as far as I understand. Tesla made every part but didn't use it for communication, correct. But he did invent the technology, which is what I said. No, Marconi just took his ideas and put them together in a certain way and made radio and then got the patent for it. But it was actually every part in the radio was built by Nikola Tesla. Or most of them. Yes, of course, MVTV, it's not forgotten here. I announced it in open court today that today was Pearl Harbor Day. Never forget. Squint, please. Thank you. Never forget. Lest we do, Kevin. Lest we do. I'm trying to paint on a shirt right now to see how it turns out. It's not going to turn out very good. Hard to do. Much better to screen print. That's what I do for a living. Right on, Kev. Nice. That must be tough, total blackout painting, because I would think that, oh, you're probably not wearing it at the time. Never mind. Carry on. You're too funny, MVTV. Hilarious. It'd be kind of hard to paint while you're wearing it, wouldn't it? My family is flying in from Hawaii. I never forgot about December 7th. 2 days ago on the 5th was Alcohol Repeal Day. Cool. I mean, not cool, but you know what I mean. Cool. LOL. I just stopped driving and can write now. Hey, Sasquatch, and sorry to hear about your loss, says Kevin. Ha ha ha, or ha ha aloha. Or haka auni kamaliki liki. Say what? Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm going to the beach house tomorrow to set it straight. They left suddenly, as you can imagine. I can't imagine. I'm really sorry to hear about that. Do you feel comfortable sharing what happened, or just leave it at that? Oh, Kevin, nice of you, baby. Hey, MBTV, Total Blackout Painting, and of course, Fab Daddy, says Kevin. Fight the power, Caucasian, straight back. Beard at 90 degrees and chin up. Beard at 90 degrees and chin up. Okay, I'll buy that. Kind of hard to have your chin down with your beard at 90 degrees. Uh-oh. I can feel it coming on. I feel it welling up inside of me. I feel tears welling up inside of me. Sports update with Kevin Cox. The Bucks whooped the Aints the other night. And at 6-6 lead, its division. The Fins lost but are still in the wild card spot. Go Bucks and fans. And dogs. Go Dogs. I don't know what they play, but I like it. Sports update. Woohoo, go Bucks. Hey, cats. Kevin Cox, sports update. See him run. Love it. Saints had that game, and I am a Panther fan. It's all Greek to me. I don't have any idea what y'all are talking about, but I like the enthusiasm. I am starting to scream that through my CB's public address speakers as I go through town. Really? That would be funny. You know, I used to have one of those mounted on the hood of my Dodge pickup truck, and I would scream as I went through town at cars and passerbys and houses and dimly lit alleyways, and it was quite interesting. I didn't have a horn, so I had to be creative. Football! April, I am at Applebee's. Jake, come join us. I would love to, but it's a little far out of reach for me. But I would love to join you. And one day I will. One day we'll all sit down and have some coffee together, but not today. It's too far away. But thank you for the invitation. It's the thought that counts. Eat an Applebee for me. Yeah, I learned from that Mr. Microphone commercial. It helps me pick up women. That's exactly what I used it for. Of course, I was, 17, 16. Do you remember that, April? I used to have the big microphone hooked up, or loudspeaker hooked up on the front of my Dodge truck. Do you remember the Dodge truck, the big old rusty Dodge truck that I used to have? With power steering, you know, all the power you could put into it. I think you were pregnant. We got caught in the rain. We were turning into the Southgate parking lot across from Montgomery Ward's, you know, where Edward Scissorhands was filmed. And we were in the median, and it come down and rained so hard that I couldn't see past the hood of the truck. So we just closed our eyes and hit the gas and prayed for good luck as we crossed oncoming traffic to get in the parking lot. I remember that. It was a vivid day. And I was on drugs at the time. Got a good noggin. Yeah, I remember. Kind of hard to forget that old truck. I miss that thing. I hear Caucasian, if I had to choose, though, I would ask if I had a history of anything, but no point of that. Seems a lot of good people are getting called home. Oh, I missed one. I'm sorry, Caucasian. I was too busy reading. He went for a walk, posted some pictures, and laid down on the couch. Was apparently deceased for a while before she realized. He probably just went nice and peacefully, and that's actually a great way to go. That's actually a good story. I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad he didn't suffer. 3 a.m. booty calls are not as fun as when I was younger. It's because they involve much more. I remember them when I was younger. They took a lot less effort. Ha ha ha, I saw that, Fab Daddy. 2-in-1 show. Good gracious. And now, for the news. Georgia plays the Ohio State Yuckeyes in the Peach Bowl. Did you know that the Buckeyes is useless? Harry Nut. Why would you put a comma there? Winner goes to the national championships game. Go Dogs! Now back to you, Bob, with the weather. I tend to do the mid-afternoon booty calls. I like first thing in the morning. Rock hard, ready to rock and roll, and hadn't even started thinking yet. I do like afternoon delights. Hey, cats. Ouch. Just got a Lucky the Barn Cat extra front toe claw update. Wow. Now that's original. Do I need to make a graphic for that? Ba 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 ba. Lucky cat update. Meow. How many national championships does Georgia have? Quiz. How many national championships have Georgia won? Does anybody know the answer to that trivia question? Oh. Are you spelling Lucy or Lucky? I guess that's Lucy, right? Would demand a commission. Ugh. You would, Jake. Yeah, I would. Of course I would. Well, I would what? Oh, make a graphic? Yeah, I'd make a graphic. 3, 1942, 1980, and 2020. It was a clear day. I remember it well. I see it perfectly. 2020. 26. I think 3. 3 is the answer. Well, I got a piece of trivia question for you. I don't watch college ball. I don't either. I don't watch any balls. Condolences to Georgia for your new senator, though. Oh, did he win? Damn it. Well, sorry, Herschel. We tried. It was my vote. I just know it. I should have been there. Nice. I was just fastidious. What? Write that again. Pretty sure that ain't what that's supposed to say. So, now, it's looking like I may be moving to Savannah. Can't leave her mama alone in that ginormous house. Well, that's true, but you could move her to your house. Kevin Cox says, hey, man, I voted for Herschel 12 times. I watch any sport with good competition. Facitos. Facitos? Fastidious. 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 I don't know what that means. fastidious? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. You lost me. My vocabulary is big, but it isn't that big. Just don't know that one. We applaud your civic duty, Kevin. Jackasses still got around it. Well, I kind of knew that was going to happen because they can't lose that race, because that would just be the end of it right then and there. So I knew that he was going to win, but I was hoping, just by the sake of hope, that he could pull it off, Herschel, but he didn't, I guess. I haven't seen the results yet. I haven't watched the news yet. I just got home from work and jumped on here after taking a quick hiatus in the bed. And, but I assume by the talk that the other guy won. Georgia, I feel for you. But you should have never let him change the flag. That's when I was out, and I tapped out at that point. Look it up. Listen at you schooling me on a word. How about that? Listen to check, make sure the sky isn't falling. But thank you. Now you can say you've done it. Now, when somebody says, that guy thinks he knows every damn thing, you could say, nope, I know a word he don't know. See, I told you the rumors were not true. But watch this. This is how I handle things. Treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humor. Being flippant. And now I know the meaning of that word. I just don't know how to say it. For whatever reason, that one slipped by me, but thanks for turning me on to a new one. I'm surrounded by blue dog Dems. Yep. These folks saying we need hate speech laws. Those folks are retarded. Steady. Caucasian. Not the time for any big decisions beyond snack foods. Easy to say and may not be possible, but I'm the same way and usually works out better than it first looks. I agree, MVTV. Always good to sleep on big decisions. If you think you're surrounded by Dems now, when you move to Savannah, you won't be able to move without running into one of them. I asked if he could show me on the doll where the bad word harmed him. Show me where he touched you. Excellent question. Where did the bad man touch you? He got so mad. First Amendment says I can use hate speech. Therefore, let it be known I hate the Ohio State Yuckeyes. Well, it's freedom of speech, especially the speech you hate, because nobody wants to ban speech you're all right with. They only want to ban speech you disagree with. Dems are good people, too. Sure they are. Some of them. I ain't got no problem with a Democrat. Matter of fact, I enjoy talking to them. Crazy-ass lefty, whole nother ball game. They are not right in the head. The new generation of Democrats, I don't know what's wrong with them. They changed at about 2008. Don't know what the correlation would be, but something happened in 2008 drove everybody insane. Because we're now seeing the results. excuse the word, but at my limit, I like to say, okay, fine. Let's discuss it further. I'll meet you at the corner of mind your own business and fuck off. I'm steady, MVTV, bud. I'm just sitting here wondering how long these folks are gonna dicker over details. You talking to one now? Well, that's fine. I got no condemnation for you. Diego, I hadn't seen you in a while, buddy. Good to see you, my friend. I'm headed for Mexico tomorrow, my friends. I've been preparing for this trip, which is why I haven't been with you for a long time. Well, I hope you a safe journey. I hope you find what you're looking for there, and drop us a line when you get there. Let us know how things are going. And thanks for letting us know. And Fab Daddy, no judgment here. It's the judgment of a man's character that I'm looking at. Yes, I use the terms that all Republicans use when referring to lunacy, but I am a man of honor, and I do know the difference between a human being who has a different opinion and the crazy ass who just wants to make life difficult. I do know the difference, and I don't see you as one of those. At least you haven't presented yourself to me as such yet. If you have a difference of opinion to me, that's fine. I can disagree with you and still be your buddy. The problem is this new wave of people that have come around and this new ideology that seems to be infecting people's minds like a virus doesn't have any room for that. It's shut up. Don't speak any words that I disagree with because it hurts me, and then I will respond in violence. That I can't get by with. That I won't tolerate that. As long as you and I can have a discussion about something, as long as I can voice my opinion, then we're good. I ain't got no problem with that. You can be a Democrat all you want to be. That's fine. I will fight for your right to have that opinion to the death. No questions asked. I would stand up in front of you and defend your honor, even though I disagree with you. What I won't do is have you tell me that I can't have an opinion. That's where the line gets crossed. I think that's the right way to be. I'm only human. Good opportunity to observe behind enemy lines, I guess. Yeah. You got it right, MBTV. Hey, Diego, says Kevin. We missed you around here. Diego in the house. Hi, Diego. Long time no see. Miss you so much. Much love. Yes, explain, Diego. Hi, Diego, says Fab Daddy. How far will the journey take? Diego. What part of Mexico are you going to is what I think that's what they're asking. He's leaving us. Well, you know, that's the funny thing about the internet. It works in Mexico, too. You can just jump on and see us then. Please? That's right, Jake. Thank you. It's fine. I can talk politics and not argue. I don't even care if we argue. That's fine. The problem is when an argument stops a friendship, that's a problem. When the argument is more important than friends, that's a problem. If we're buddies, I don't care what you believe. We can talk about it. We can fight about it. But then we're friends. That's how the old way thinks. I can't describe what the new way is doing. Well said, Jake. MVTV, it will take about 3 minutes, hours, days, months, years, days. I don't have to participate in your delusions. That's right. Diego, hey, bud. 3 hours to Dallas, and then second flight to Guadalajara. That's pronounced Guadalajara, Mexico. Yeah, it's kind of in the spelling. Gu-a-da-la-ha-a. But can you say fastidious? Fashizzle? I assume by car. I assume by car. Missed those long road trips, like from Kansas City to Montana, etc. Oh, flying, much simpler. Probably. MVTV says, I drive so much and hate flying so much, I'd drive to Terra del Fuego if I had to go there. Well, so I say now. I like driving too. I got a perfectly good vehicle. Why would I want to get up in the sky where I can't pull over and change a tire if I need to? Makes no sense. I don't do things that are silly. I am like Biden after 5 bourbons and will babble about politics. That's about what he does. Caucasian says, I can talk politics, but they almost always resort to personal attacks. It usually seems that way, but not the old school guys. Like I've said this on the channel before, I actually respect old school Democrats. They used to call them Dixiecrats back when I was a kid, where I'm from. They were blue-collar, hard-working, right to freedom of speech kind of guys. They believed in unions and, whatever else they did their thing. And the Republicans were more about big business and, government and war and all that stuff. Whatever, It didn't seem like a problem. It seemed like 2 different kinds of people, 2 different types of adults doing their thing, Now it's a problem. If you're not one camp, you're the other camp, and never the 2 shall meet, you know what I mean? And it's just, there's no way, without discourse, you can't have anything accomplished. You must talk to achieve some resolution. And I don't understand why the sudden urge to not talk and throw insults and hate each other because somebody has a difference of opinion. Whatever. Kev, I'll be there shortly. Please order the chicken sizzling thing for me and with broccoli and cheese. That sounds delicious. I really want to join a third party politically, but this country is stuck with 2. I understand. We are up to 9 people. We need 1 more for a double digit. Well, believe me, before the night's out, we'll be up to 20. I don't know why, but some people like to watch it after it goes off being live. Biden must be taken out of the presidency. I think that's coming. 2 more years with this guy in power. Eyebrows. Or everybody. Yep, that's the way it works. 4 years, and he's the president. Not a lot's going to get done, and some crazy shit's going to be said, and he's going to fall asleep in interviews and whatever. Trip upstairs, which is an oxymoron, but then we'll do something else. Like I said, it goes this way, and then it goes that way, and then it goes this way, and then it goes that way, and then it goes way over that way, and then it comes way back over this way, and then that's just the way it's been going since the day I was born. I don't see it changing anytime soon. I have natural skills to both piss off and annoy people regardless of my tone. Me too. So never politics, unless I'm the only one armed. Yeah, I piss people off and don't even know I did it. I don't even know how I did it. It just happens. It's like you can start the clock. Sooner or later, somebody's going to pop off at me. And I'm like, what did I do? Whatever. Let's go. Before April says it, hit the like button. I got one on you, April. New subscriber. Welcome, Vince Moravec. Oh, I know that name. He's the writer of this book I'm reading. Thanks for the double dip. Pray for Biden, because if he passes, we have Camilla. You know, the border czar. I like the idea of Republican being less government, but they created more than the Dems. That's a fact. And this small government thing is actually kind of new for the Republicans, because they used to be all about big government. It's a new thing. They say the parties kind of switched, but that's not true. Just a younger group of people got in. You know what I mean? Ugh, don't even say that, Kev. Jinx, don't bring it to life. Czar, pff, mask off. I love you guys. Vince Moravec, hey, this is old YT account. It's still active. Are you going to make me call you something different now? Okay, Vince. Less government and less laws. I'm with you there. And less red tape. Less, what do you call those things? You know, where it takes 10 years to build a bridge or a road. There's a word for it. It's slipping my mind at the moment. What we call red tape. Different little deals that they put in place. I don't know what the word is. It's left me. But you get the point. We need less of that. We need more freedom. I was hoping to be the 10th. You are the 10th, Vince. That Moravec guy is a hack. Is he? How are you doing that with a flip phone, by the way? Hello, Vince. Nice seeing you. Welcome, April. Look at the name below the name is the same thing. LOL. Hey, Vince. Bite me, MVTV. Don't start this again. I think we have a crisis of conscience here. I'm a little nervous about flying. You should be. Those things fall out of the sky, you know. Don't sit by a window. Take a deep breath. Look straight ahead. Try to keep your mind on something other than flying. And if you hear a strange noise coming from the window, like tss, apparently that's normal. Because when I flew, that's what I heard, and it freaked me out. Because I don't know much about flying, but I know that the cabins are pressurized, and that's not supposed to be making that sound. Lady, come over here. That's making a sound. It's the air conditioner. Not coming from the window. Trust me, it's the air conditioner. If you say so, we're all going to die. We're all going to die. We're all going to die. What was that? We're all going to die. We're all going to die. What was that? Finally, we landed. And then I woke up and was in Kansas. Regulations. Thank you, Fab Daddy. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Biden needs to get out now. Well, can't make him get out. He's the president. He's the one that makes the rules. My biggest fear is just getting dizzy on the plane. Just that. Well, it probably won't happen. Your ears might pop, but I don't think you'll get dizzy. But when you take off, you're going to feel a tremendous amount of pressure. But when you finally level off, when they start flying straight, everything will be fine. You won't even be afraid. You'll look out, if you by a window, you'll see the tops of the clouds, and it'll feel normal. And then when you go to land, it's kind of scary, especially if there's any wind and you look out and the wings are doing this. It's kind of scary, but you'll get there. They do this every day. a decade. Yeah, it's called a caps lock, by the way, guys. This is really MVTV on an alternate channel. I know that. I knew that. I knew that. Could have Kamala for 2.5 terms if Biden steps down. That's terrifying. The cackler in chief. I hate takeoffs and landings because there your stomach feels like the plane. Move the most and get sick. Yes. I have a double personality this evening. That's interesting. I've never had one of those before. I'm glad you're all okay, Jake and friends. Well, we're glad you're okay, too. We have missed you. We've talked about you several times. We've been waiting to see if you'd pop back on here. We've been doing lots of Bible study, and it's been doing quite well, and some new things have come about. For example, we're now on multiple platforms, Rumble, Spotify, and iTunes, and Amazon Prime, and iHeartRadio, and Google Podcasts, and Apple Music, and CastBox, and OverCast, Pocket Cast, and Radio Republic, and YouTube, and Twitter and Getter. Twitter and Getter. Sounds like a joke. Twitter and Getter. Funny, Vince. MBTV. LOL, it's a joke. Jake, yes. I'm not on a flip phone. I have a computer with 2 windows open and 2 accounts running at the same time. Okay. I don't know why, but I pictured you with with a flip phone. Thanks, April. I can be confusing. I can be confusing. I just realized that. Ha. Good one. Fab Daddy's like, these people. Yeah, April, thanks. I can be. Oh, I said that already. Now I'm getting confused. Beat that algorithm. You're hired. You're now my campaign manager, sir. Get to advertising. It's 100% true, Caucasian. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, bud. It's in God's hands. If you're going to die in a plane crash, it won't matter if you're on a boat. It will find you. Thank you. That's correct. That's 100% true, Caucasian. I always think of those Greek goddesses spinning the thread of our lives, and once you reach the end of it, c'est la vie. Don't scare me, buddy. I was airborne. Planes are safe travel. Well, statistically speaking, they are safe travel. They're a lot safer than getting in a car because a whole lot less people die in planes than die in cars. That being said, a car won't fall out of the sky. A plane will. That being said, a car won't get hijacked most of the time. A plane will. I guess they do get hijacked. Carjacking. Forget I said anything. Just relax. Drink some alcohol. You'll be fine. Maybe take a Xanax. Fall asleep before you take off. Haunted Marysville, Montana. I think I'll even confuse the issue more. Algorithms don't care, but will resist commenting. Haunted Marysville, Montana. Don't believe I've seen you in here before. Welcome to the show. I like it. It's exhausting, but I like it. Kind of reminds me of this one time at band camp. Yes. Wear a parachute, Diego. They don't give parachutes in planes. Odd, I know, but I always wondered about that. Why don't they just give everybody a parachute? apparently they don't do that. Okay, that's weird. April, how many people do you see in chat? Because mine says 2, and I don't believe that's true. Julie Berryman, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Hi, Julie. Two. I must be calm. You must be calm. Hey, Jake. Thank you as well. My pleasure. Glad to see you. Gee, I just got a lot of people are wandering through. Montana Homestead. Gee, just a lot of people are wandering through, aren't they? Have to be more than 2 because 3 are me. That's what I'm saying. Why does oh, now it says 5. I still think it's wrong. I think there's 12 people here, including the 3 that are 1. In less than 6 hours, I'll be in Mexico with my family to spend the holidays. That's beautiful. And I hope you have a fantastic journey. Bring me back a sombrero. Now 5. Got it. Just me again. Jake, I got a few alternate channels. Cool. I don't have the energy to have more than 1 channel. This one takes everything I got. But that's awesome. I'd like to check them out. Send me some links. You can send it right here. UntetheredLiveStream@gmail.com. All one word. UntetheredLiveStream. UntetheredLiveStream. All one word. Free mandarins. Mandarins. Tree is full. Free mandarins. Why do you have a tree full of Chinese people? That was a joke. Fab Daddy says, I want some. Or Julie says, Fab Daddy, I want some delivery. Well, if you're in the same state, it's possible. Welcome to the dating game. Those were all temps because YouTube refused to let me back into my account. Refused to recognize me. Man, that's weird. It's a scary thing that YouTube could just snap their fingers and all my hard work could disappear. That's why I back up every show and record twice. So there's 3 copies of every show every time I do one. I put them in 3 different places. And then I upload to other places. So no matter what, there's a copy of the show out there. No delivery, Julie, sorry. Sorry, Kevin Cox. That was really just me on MT Homestead. I'm myself again. I bet you're a hoot to hang out with, MVTV. I bet you don't ever stop, do you? You guys really should check out MVTV's book. MVTV, would you care to shout out your book and its location where they could go get it, should they decide to read it? If you're into paranormal stuff, which is what I think the book is about, because I haven't read it all yet. I'm still in the first part. But it is very well written by a very, very talented author, and you should read it. Or have it read to you, which I'm angling, by the way. I do voiceover work, just in case you're interested. Haunted Marysville, Montana is the name of the book, and you can download it or buy it at, I'm guessing, Amazon. Oh, a hoot indeed. True. WTF. Incident I witnessed that I still cannot reconcile. Yes, it's a true story. It actually occurred, and it has some fascinating characters. I can't wait. I'm going to do a review on it when I finish it. It's going to be a very good review, I think. I'll be honest, but fair. And then I will put links up where you can get it. But he'll tell you right now, if he wants to, where you can go get it. Should you decide you want to read a good book. It makes a good coffee table fodder. And it has a very, very interesting group of photos in the beginning of it. I don't know if they go all the way through it or not, but we'll see. And the cover is quite nice. Looks great on a coffee table. And that's my shilling for today. But it's shill worthy. Definitely. So, today is Wednesday, the 7th. That means tomorrow's the 8th. So, I guess my birthday is on Saturday. Is it on audiobook yet? Says Fab Daddy. If it's not, I know a good voiceover guy that'd be willing to read it for you for a small nominal fee from your publisher. I did some audio chapters on my channel, but no, good idea. I would do it if I could narrate. I ought to get Caucasian to do it. Well, you should. Or Jake. One of us will do it. Or we could both do it. We could both do it and not tell anybody. Just see what happens. April's parking. She's in the parking lot. Hopefully. Either that or somebody's really upset that she's in their pool. Well, it's been a good night. I've enjoyed myself immensely. Won't you guys do me a favor while you're sitting here hanging out? Hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you get notifications of when I'm going to be online and when my new videos drop. Smash that like button. It's free. It's right in front of you. It's effortless, and it really does help the channel with the algorithms, and it helps us get recommended to other people. So won't you do that, please? Share this video with somebody you love. Better yet, share it with somebody you don't love. Bring them into the family. Make them part of the fold. Be part of the solutions, not part of their problems. Leave comments down below and let me know what you're thinking about. Question me, curse me, bless me, challenge me, corrupt me, conform with me, drink my Kool-Aid. Make your own Kool-Aid. As long as you think it critical, that's what I want. Critical thought coming from that brain of yours. And hey, if you dig what I'm doing and you can see the value in what I'm trying to create, or you'd like to help out in some small way, or if you'd just like to pat me on the back and say, hey, nice job, Jake, you can do that. You can support all my hard work by going to paypal.me/jakejohnsonband. Or if you're a CashApp user, you can go to $JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps. It's a win-win. Blessing to me. It's a blessing to you, too. God notices these things. We live in a reciprocal universe. You know, knock, and it shall be opened. Give, and ye shall receive. Ask, and ye shall be answered. These things work this way because that's the way our universe works. But you have to initiate. You have to get involved. You have to be part of the process. So, with that, I will do everything in my power to be worthy of your confidence, and now I will round out this video. How about that? Publisher would probably take it. Let me drop some dimes. Hey, I'm game. If you want it done, I'll probably do it for nothing. Thanks for the good evening, Jake and chat. Likewise. Have a great night, everybody, and be kind. Hey, that's my line. No, I can't say that. Yes, be kind. Always be kind. Be kind and rewind. I'm going to take a drink, and then I'm going to swallow, obviously. We have reached the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a fantastic night. Thank you so much for your great conversation. You've kept me busy this whole thing. I had some stuff planned. I didn't even get to it because I was having such a good time talking. That's fantastic. I love it when it happens like that. I love it when you guys come and hang out. It's been great fun. I'll see you guys on Sunday because Friday I have a show. I'm not going to be here Friday. So... and my birthday's Saturday, and I may pop on and do something Saturday, or I may just hang out with some people. I don't know which. Something will happen between now and Sunday anyway. Have a great night. Thanks for taking care of me all night long and each other. And thank you for being so energetic and so willing to share all your details. I love you, True. Can't wait till the next time we get together, which will be Sunday at 8 o'clock. Have a great night. Take care of yourselves, and happy pre-birthday. Thank you. Much love, everybody. Thanks for coming. Have a good night. See you soon. Jake, I love you guys. Have a great night, everybody, and be kind. That's right. When you go into the world, be nice to somebody. It's easy, and it'll change your life. It'll make you a better human being just by being out there being nice. And if everybody does it, think of how great the world would be. I'll leave you with that. We love you, True, too. And I love you, True, too. Night all. Love you. Peace out. Nom de plume. Yet is your. Yet a window. I don't care. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.